Hey guys, welcome back to the Sports Oven. Thanks for your patience. It's been pretty hectic for me the past couple of weeks, but let's get into this topic. So the topic that I want to talk about is the players that have been revitalized over the last few seasons, forward players to be specific. With that being said, let's kick things off with Mohamed Salah. Labeled a flop at Chelsea, farmed out to Fiorentina after just a year. He actually scored 6 goals in 10 appearances for them. They wanted to make the move permanent, but he opted to join Roma. In his first season, he actually scored 14 goals and had 6 assists. The following season, he bettered that. He had 15 goals and 11 assists, which prompted Liverpool to buy him. That being said, let's look at his Premier League stats so far. He has 7 goals already, 2 assists, 16 chances created, 14 key passes, a shot accuracy of 70% and an attacker score of 389. If you want to add the Champions League as well, he scored 4 goals and has an assist. So that's pretty good value for money for Liverpool so far. The next player I'll be looking at is Raheem Sterling, the yard man. Yeah, represent. In his first season, he was labelled a flop. 6 goals, 2 assists, and an attacker score of 435 over 31 games played. Last season though, you could see that the signs were there that he was getting to his best under Guardiola. 7 goals, 6 assists, attacker score of 639.98. So you could see that he was producing. Let's fast forward to this season and already he has 7 goals, 2 assists, 11 chances created, 9 key passes, 47% shot accuracy, and an attacker score of 275.60 so far. So at his current rate, he is on course to break 20 plus goals, and I can only see him getting better as the season progresses. As you can see, he has actually reached the tally from last season already, and in the Champions League, he has 3 goals, so that's 10 goals for Sterling already. Let's see how well he and Man City can do this season. Next player I'm going to talk about is Manchester United's Anthony Martial. I'm a baller. Yeah, I rate this youth. So for a player of his talents, his return last season was pretty meager. 4 goals, 6 assists in the league, but in the Europa League, 1 goal and 2 assists. So as you can see, that was pretty poor for Martial. However, this season he has started pretty well. So far, he has 4 goals, 2 assists, 8 chances created, 6 key passes, 100% shot accuracy. That means every shot he's taken has scored, and his attacker score is 233.33 so far. And you have to keep in mind that he has played just 305 minutes, even though it's 10 games, they're from the subs bench. We'll also touch on the Champions League for him, where he has already got the same amount he had in Europe last season, 1 goal and 2 assists. So I'm expecting him to kick on further as the season progresses as well. So the next player we're talking about is Ciro Immobile. So the less we talk about his 2 spells at Sevilla, 2 goals, and Dortmund, 3 goals, the better. He came back to the Serie A after with Torino, where he scored 5 goals and had 2 assists. Not bad, however, still seemed average. He went to Lazio the season after, where he actually scored 23 goals, had 3 assists. So he started to pick up. It's this season though where Immobile has been an absolute fire. So he has 14 goals in 11 appearances so far, 2 assists, 16 chances created, 14 key passes, a 70% shot accuracy, and an attacker score of 389.35 already. So he is well on course to smashing his previous best. Let's see how many goals he can score. Might I add, he has the most goals of all forwards in Europe's top 5 leagues so far. So our next player that we look at is none other than Simone Zaza. Yes, look away, West Ham fan. He was signed on loan by West Ham from Juventus, where his spell at West Ham was absolutely horrendous. I mean, he only made 11 appearances and he didn't score a goal. He was then signed on loan by Valencia in the January of that year, where he scored, I think, 6 goals and had 1 assist. Pretty average if you ask me. However, this season, Zaza has been on fire. Zaza has scored 9 goals so far. He has no assists, but he has 7 chances created, 7 key passes. He has a shot accuracy of 61% and an overall attacking score of 304. Why it's so amazing is that he is only second to Lionel Messi in the charts. He accounts for 1/3 of Valencia's goals this season and has them undefeated. So if you want to hear better than that, Simone Zaza is your man. But anyways, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Please remember to drop a like, a share, and a subscribe. It's much appreciated. Until then, peace.